So before that, I'll walk you through the data. So this is a regular data sheet that we use with most of the examples. This contains product-wise sales information. And I did some modifications here, saying I have taken dates starting from January 1st, 2022 to sequentially I have taken all the dates. So in this sheet, we are having 33 sale entries so that our dates are starting from January 1st to ending at 31st Jan. After that, 2 additional dates, which are of February 1st and February 2. Okay. And I have taken few data, some data from Google, like flower names, okay, which are having their names starting from letter A to letter Z. And I'm having some student information like serial number, name, and his marks information. And marks information is ranging from, they're having marks information like this. I'm filtering data ranging from 1 to 100 this way. Okay. Randomly marks got assigned here. So this is about our source data. Okay. Now we will start looking at binning concept. So I'm loading my source. So guys, remember, whenever I upload any video, there I used to upload a document where you can find that YouTube video link. So beside that file, you will be able to find the source data as well. Remember that, whatever discussion that we did in that particular session. So the source data related to that particular session can be found in the same drive. So the same folder, day folder. So here I'm selecting complete data. I'm just verifying whether, okay. See here guys, what is the issue here? The Google search data. What is this window? Navigator window. No, navigator window extracting data from the file and showing here. So what is the issue here? Can anyone tell me?
Header it is not set.
Header not detected. See here in the second sheet, Google search data, I have given names this way, flower names, but my header is not detected. Header value not detected as a header. So Power BI suggesting column name for this particular column, saying column 1. So what's the way to make our flower names as the header? What is the way, guys?
You need to
before that
transform data. Power query.
We have to, yeah, okay. We have to go to Power Query, and before that you check other data. So header is correct. Here header also correct. And go to transform data. Here issue is with this particular query, Google search data. So here if we are having an option saying use first row as header. Remember this option, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Use headers as first row or use first row as header. Okay. I'm saying use first row as header. So now column name, column 1 gone, and we are having name as flower names. So I'm simply closing and applying so that my data will be loaded into Power Pivot here. Okay, data got loaded. I can verify my data in Power Pivot. Okay, see here we are having 3 data sets loaded here on the data section: Google search data, sales, and students dates. Okay, so now in general, when we go with this binning and grouping concept. Okay, so tell me guys, with respect to date field, date data type, what are our hierarchies that are available with the date data type? First one is year,
Quarter, month, and day.
Yeah, month, day. So these many hierarchies available with the date field. So whenever we have a date field available in our source data and we import the data in Power BI, then Power BI allows us to view data on the basis of any of the hierarchy or all of the hierarchies by default. Okay, by default. So I'm going to Power BI. So in which particular data sheet I'm having date field, guys? Sales. In the sales field, in the sales data sheet, I'm having date column available and date values available in that column. Okay. So let's go to Power View, and here select a stacked column chart. So to this staggered column chart, from the sales, you try to add sales information and date information. I have added both sales and date. See here. See here, guys. Day wise, we are saying year, quarter, and month. Inside month, day. See here. Next February. So we are having total sale entries. We are having total sale entries for starting from January 1st to February 2nd. So entire sale data is getting visible here in with each day sale as a column here. Okay. See here, guys. At what level we are seeing data? What is the lowest level here in this particular
Day.
visual?
Day level.
Day. Perfect. Day. Perfect. So I can come back one step back, drill up. By default, as I have chosen my date field, I am seeing these many. So this level data. So here on the x-axis, I'll remove day. See here, I'm able to remove day, or I can drill up. So what's the next level from the day?
Month. Month.
Month. That's why we're saying January and February data. From the month, what is the next level? Quarter.
Quarter.
That's why we're saying quarter one data, because January and February falls under quarter one. What is the next level data? Year wise.
Year.
Okay. So I'm again drilling. So I'm selecting this. I'm drilling down. So, this is why I'm seeing data. Okay. Here, what I'll do, I'll remove day. I'll be able to see data till now. Right now in the date hierarchy, as per the data visualization field mapping, what is the lowest level?
Month. Month.
Now?
Quarter. Quarter.
No?
Year.
Yeah. So you can reselect them under date section fields here. Go to this hierarchy and you can reselect them here without any problem this way. Okay. Now, so Power BI by default allowing us to view data in this hierarchy like year wise, quarter wise, month wise, day wise. Do we have anything like week wise here, which is available, which is made available by default?
No, sir. No.
No such provision available. So sometimes we will receive customer requirements saying, I want to see weekly data, weekly sales information. I'm not interested on daily basis, because based on their busyness, they'll have their own requirement to get insights. I want to get weekly sales insight instead of day wise or quarter wise, month wise or year wise. I'm interested in weekly wise. Then we are not having any such provision given by Power BI by default. In such cases, we will go with taking help of binning or grouping concept. Binning or grouping concept. Okay. Grouping in the sense, we're just grouping value 1 to some certain value as a group, and we are giving some label. This belongs to group 1. Let's go here. Go to date field and add a new group. So here, before going there, what I'll do, I'll select this. Yeah, and select new group. So on what kind of data field I'm creating a group, guys, here? What
Date.
kind of data field? Date. Perfect. See, and try to understand each field here. See, guys, either group or bin can be created through the screen only. Okay. Group, either a group or bin can be created using this option only. Date field, right click and new group. Okay. Now, so what's the name of the, it is allowing to modify the name, saying we can name our group. We can name our group. Okay. So you can say weekly or week wise. I'm just giving week wise group. And this is field, which is from the data set. Now here group type, it is asking either bin or list. Bin or list. If you choose bin, first we'll discuss about bin. if you choose bin, the next option we have bin type, size of the bins or number of the bins. So to understand this concept, so guys, I'm having 100 students with me. In a school, I'm having 100 students. If I ask you a requirement saying, guys, I'm having five classrooms. I'm having five classrooms. So organize all students equally in each of the room. Then in each room, how many students will fit?
20.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. So what you're saying here, you're first telling how many classrooms you have. In reverse way, what I'll ask, 25 students a room. You're saying fit, organize 25 students a room. Then how many rooms you need?
4.
How many rooms you need? 4 rooms. Remember this. So here you are saying the bin count, size of here, bin count you are saying, number of bins, nothing but your classroom. So inside each bin, how many records that needs to be fit in? Here you are saying size of the bin. What is the size? Count of the students that needs to be organized in a classroom. Based on that, your bin count is getting arrived. Here you are giving bin count directly so that your bin size is getting arrived. You are saying bin size here, your bin count is getting arrived. Clear?
Yes.
Guys, clear? Now tell me, in this example, what is the bin count?
5.
What is the bin size?
20. 20.
Perfect. Here, what is the bin count?
4.
What is the bin size?
25. 25.
That's all. Clear, right, everyone? So here, these two options behave this way. So I have chosen group type as bin, and I'm having two options like size of the bins and number of the bins. Now, what is the column that you have selected to create a group?
Date column.
Date column. So in the date column, what all are the possible values available? From all those possible values, what is the count? Record count is 32. So 33 entries are there in the date field. Okay. In the date field, we are having 33 entries. Out of 33 entries, the minimum date and maximum date are scanned by your Power BI desktop, and it has given here based on the field that you have chosen to create a new group. So what is the minimum value which is available in our data for date field?
Jan 1st, 2022.
January 1st, 2022. And what is the maximum value that is available in date column? Is February 2nd, 2022. Okay. Now, so overall, you are having 33 sale entries between these two minimum and maximum dates inclusively. Clear? Now tell me, guys. 33 dates we have with us. We have 33 dates, date values. Now, size of the bins. If I say size of the bin as 5, size of the bin as 5. Tell me, this is my bin size, I'm saying. Now tell me what will be the bin count. I'm saying organize these 33 into 5 bins. Then what will be my bin size?
6.56.
Something like that.
6.5.
6 like this. 6.5 or 6. 6.5 or 6. It is 6.6, right? See here.
No.
Yeah. If I select 5 days, if I select 5, size of the bin. Sorry, guys. Here we have given total count and we are giving bin count, not the size, right? I'm saying number of bins. So I'll say 5 as my bin. But saying 33 count can be, if you say number of bins is 5, then in each bin 6.4 days can be fit in. Clear? Next, if I say size of the bin, if I say 7 days is bin size, reversely here. I'm saying 7 days, my bin size. Then what will be the bin count here? What will be the bin count, guys? It will be more than 4 only, right? Because 33 date values with 7 days bin size, that can be organized through how many bins? Something like
4.5.
4 point, something like 4.77, something like that. Okay. 4.7 nothing but Power BI tricks, it's like as 5. And 6.6 taken as 7. That's all. Here guys, about bin size and bin count. When you say bin size, then you have to give number of records that needs to be there as part of one single bin. So that based on that, number of bins will be arrived. Otherwise, reverse you can say number of bins. So in my bin, I want to fit, in each bin, I want to fit 7 days. So then so I want to have 7 bins. In that case, your each bin contains 4.5 days. Now, what is the requirement? I want to see weekly data. Weekly data. What does it mean? I have to define size of the bin. What is the size of what is the size I'm looking at right now in the date field? I don't want year size, quarter size, month size, day size. I want to see 7-day size in the date field.
Week wise.
So now, so we have to select size of the bin. I have to define size here. What is the size? 7 days. Each bin needs to be there in 7 days. So from starting day to ending day, I want to define 7-day bins. Each bin with 7 days. So with this calculation, let Power BI calculate how many bins are getting created. Clear so far?
Yes, sir.
I'm clicking on OK. So now my group got created, week-wise group. So here what I'll do, I'll take a table. I'll just add this week-wise group here and I'll add sales price here. And I'll go to formatting options, values. I'll increase font size and header also, column header also, I'll increase font size. Perfect. So what we have mentioned, we have created a group on date field by providing size of the bin as 7. How many bins got created? Here, 6 bins are created. And let's see, do we have any sale entry with the year 2021 in our data?
No, sir. No.
But are we seeing some date week-wise group 2021 here?
Yes.
Let's see why it is coming. Let's say, go to your data. In the data, what is the first sale date entry?
1st Jan 2022.
1st Jan 2022. Let's go to the particular date in the calendar. January. See here guys, 1st Jan 2022 is which day?
Saturday.
Saturday. What is the beginning of that week? What is the beginning of that week?
26th. Sunday.
26 December. So from 26 December to first record, a bin got created. Getting my point? So from the starting record minimum value, it is checking whether it is falling where, what is the position. So it is at the end of the week. So this entire week is created as a bin with, considered as a bin with Power BI. That's why it's saying 26th December 2021. Getting my point? Guys, 26th December 2021 as a first bin value. 26th December 2021 as a first bin value. And what is the sale amount it is picking? In that particular week range, only this sale entry is falling. True or not? See here, I'll show you one more time. January 1st. See guys, in this week range, do we have any sale entry available with our data? Yes.
First
First January
January.
having, yeah. What is sale of 1st January?
50.
So this entire week sale is how much?
50.
So it is giving starting day of the week as a bin. So starting day of the week, 12 to 12 December 2021, that week having 50 rupees as a sale amount. Clear? Next. Yes, it's becoming a problem. I'll do one thing. I'll take a snapshot. Hmm. Okay, next. So next thing, what is the second value as? January 2nd. It is saying 43.85 rupees. January 2nd week. It is saying 2nd January. Go to your dates. What is the next week? Next bin starting? At what point next week? Your next week beginning is? This is first week Jan. Second Jan. Second Jan to till what date?
8th.
Jan 8.
8th Jan. 2nd January to 2nd January to 8th Jan. Your second week. So 2nd January to 8th January. Go to your sales. 2nd January to 8th January. 2nd January to 8th January. What's the sale amount here? Below?
4385.
4385. Correctly getting rendered?
Yes.
So this is that entire week sale. Now go to calendar. What is the next bin? What is the next week day? Beginning day.
9th Jan to
9th Jan to February, 15th Jan. So this entire week again. 9th Jan to 15th Jan. Go to your data. From 9th January. So 9th January to 15th Jan. What's the sales? 10,000.
10,000.
See here, 10,000. Clear, guys? Next, we'll move on 16 to 22. 16 to 22, 1 week. Next, 23rd to 29. 23rd to 29, 2,100. And what is the last bin? As per our data, 38 to 50. So it is saying 30th January. And your February sales also falling in the same week bin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's verify the last sale information. Last 7 days. Sorry. What is the range? 30th to 30th. 11,150 rupees. Yes. 30th, right? 30th, 31st, first two. One second, guys. Something happened. 7 days. 2100. Perfect. And after this, what's the problem? 1150 needs to be the sale, right? 250 is missing. And go to your bin, edit groups, 7 days bin. This is maximum value. Let's make it 5 days and see. So if you break up 5 days basis, last is alien test, which is nothing but 350. There could be some debugging needs to be done. Like anyway, it is correct, but we need to do some debugging to understand like why last week value taken that way. But you people are clear, right? How binning happens, guys?
Yes, sir.
We need not go into the debugging more. So we'll just simply stick to this 7 days a week. This way, we'll be able to see our data. Clear, guys? So do not get confused if you see the dates which are not part of your data. Okay, when you do this exercise. Okay, this is first thing. And now, on what kind of data we have created week-wise group? On the date field. on the date field. Remember that. On date field, we have created week-wise data. And go to this group now. So instead of try to create one more group, instead of bin group type, you choose list. So you will be displayed with the values, the number of values which are available in the date column in your source data. So as per our source data, what is the value count which is available on the date column, guys?
33.
It is 33. It's 33. Okay. So it will be difficult for us. If your value count is more, then it will be difficult for us. So let's suppose if you are having 5 years data, then for each year, what will be the day count? What will be the day count for each year?
365.
365. Into 5 into 365, it will be accounted somewhere 1800 days. Right? Sorry, 2000 days. 5 years. 5 into 360. Will be more than 3000, I think. Around 1800. Okay. 1800 days. So if there are 1800 days, how can you group? How much time it will take for you to select specific days and group them into different groups here? If it is the case of a list. Remember that. Based on the data type, we have to choose what kind of binning, like what kind of grouping is suitable, group type, either list or bin. Remember that. Okay. Now we will look at text data. So we are having flower names under the sheet Google search data. Okay. So we are having almost like 70 to 80 entries available here. So I want to know like the count of flowers which starts with letters A alphabetical wise. So in such cases, I am going on the file name. I'm creating a group. I'm creating a new group. So here in such cases, see here, as it is text data, Power BI is itself defining it is a group type as list and not allowing us to select to bin. Clear? It is not allowing us to select to bin. Clear, guys? And now, if you have like 1000 names, and if I ask you, if you group all the names based on the starting letter, how many groups there can be? How many possible groups there can be? You are having 100 names, guys. You are having 100 names with you. If I ask you to group all these names into different groups based on the starting letter of, this is more confusing, guys. The latest version of, yeah. Okay. So if I ask you to group all the names into different groups based on the starting letter of the name. So what is the maximum possible number of groups that can arrive? What's the count of alphabet, guys? 26.
26.
Any name needs to start with any of the letters starting from A to Z, right?
Yes, sir.
A to Z, right? So if there are 100 names, then what can be the group count? Saying like these letters starting with A, these names starting with letter A, these names starting with letter B, like that. If you organize, what can be the maximum group count that you can achieve?
26.
26.
Perfect. That's all, right? That's all. That's what I'm expecting from you. And if you're having 1000 names, then what could be the group count?
Same,
26.
26 only. It remains same. It is not going to change. If you have if you are having 1 million names, then your group count
26.
26. In such cases, we go for list. Getting a point? So with the text data, Power BI itself by default sizing has to go with list. So see here, I'll group the letters with. So I'll say A, I'll say B. So this group as B. So there is no chance to have a name with others here, right? True or not, guys? This way I can group my names and I'll say include other group as well here. So I have grouped only A, B, C, D, which I need, and rest of the names I have grouped with other. I'm saying okay. Okay. a group got created to which it belongs to, other group or A, B, C, D, something like that. I'm going to Power BI. So here I want to create a table to see what is the count of flowers starting with different names. So flower names. So here flower names I'll use count. I'm going back here. I'm choosing this visual format painter, applying to this visual. I'm maximizing. See here guys, group A containing 2 names, group B containing 2 names, group C containing 2 names, group D containing 2 names, and others 70 names. Clear guys? With the text data you can see. If you want to look at the data, select this record. I think it allows us to see the data. See, okay. Show as a table. Okay. Otherwise, what my expectation was like, if I select and choose this show as table option, then it has to list all the names which are starting with A. I think to do that, we need to add a flower name here instead of count. Okay, no problem. So with the text data, we can create list instead of bins. Clear guys? And those lists are considered as groups here. And each group you can name this way. Okay. Clear guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so we are having pass percentage like we are having minimum number of marks as 1 and maximum number of marks as 100. Okay. So what could be the what is the maximum? Let's suppose if you are having 1,000 students in a classroom, what could be the max marks related grade percentages that are possible percentages? Only integer percentages. Only 100, right? If you are having 10,000 students,
Still the list is 100%.
only 100. And what kind of data that we are working on here? Text or numeric?
Numeric.
Numeric. Even though it is numeric, we are having only limited number of groups there. True or not?
True.
In such cases also, we will go with creating a
Bin.
list. No, list.
Oh.
List. It is list, right? This is bin. It is going to be a list here. In the case of we did, right? So I'll show you that example. So I'll take a table here. Instead of table, first I'll go to marks here. So I'm going to marks column. I'm choosing and clicking on new group. So here marks is a column that on top of which I'm going to create a list. See here, as it is numeric one, it is sizing as like you can go with bin by default. If you opt to list, if you opt to select list, then it is allowed. But with text data, the option got grayed out. It got disabled. By default, it's showing list is allowed here. Clear? Now see here, guys. I have chosen list group type for this marks column data. So it is giving all the possible data available here. So in my source data, if I look at my source data, students grades, I am having 100 students here. Okay. A student count can be more also. But the possible value range must be 1 to 100, only 100, right? So what I'll do, I'll say mark 1 to 34 marks comes under which particular category, guys? Failed category. I'm giving category name. And I'm selecting 35 to 60, up to 60 marks. I'm selecting this, I'm grouping them as second class. From 60 marks to 74 marks, I'm selecting them and grouping them as first class. Failed, second class, and from 60 to 74 first class, correct? And from 76 to 86 marks, I'll group them, distinction, and then select the remaining value, I'll say toppers. So these many groups I have created. Okay, I'm clicking on OK. So I have created a group here. So I'm choosing a table. To this table, I'll bind marks group as well as serial number name. Instead of names, I'll choose count name. To this name, instead of individual names, I'll choose count. I'll select this visual. I'll copy the formatting. I'm pasting it here, maximizing. See here, guys. Clear how it works? How many failed students are there?
33.
33.
33. How many first class students are there?
19.
19. How many distinction students are there?
13.
13. Okay. And how many second class students? So 27. And how many toppers? Sorry, there is a spelling mistake. 8. Clear? Creating a list using numeric data. Creating a list using text data. This is that example. Creating a list using text data. Creating bins using date data. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Clear, everyone? Okay. So this way we can work, guys. With different data types, we can choose the respective suitable respective suitable group type. Group type can be either list or a bin. List, it is called group type, guys. Group type. It can be either list or bin. So list is allowed for text and bin is allowed for date, numeric. So here, even for date and numeric also allowed here. Right. But when you select text, it won't show you other option like bin to select. It by default, it forces us to use list only. But if you choose date or numeric column, it allows to select either list or bin. Okay. Clear, guys? For binning, we need either numeric or date columns where we can create ranges. We can create ranges. Say like 7 days range. It's meaningful because it will be uniform across the date period. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days range. Numbers like every 10 days. Okay. Clear, guys? Not only days, it can be any other thing. And let's try to create a bin on top of marks column only. I'm choosing bin. Now tell me, guys, what's the minimum value available in marks column?
1.
What's the maximum value?
100.
100. If I choose bin size as 9, what will be the bin count? Otherwise, I'll come reverse way. You'll come to know. Number of bins, I'll say 10. Your bin size will be 9.9. So if your bin size is 9, then your bin count will be 10. Remember that here. By looking at this number of bins option, you can answer that. If my bin count is 5, so what will be my bin size then?
20.
20. Perfect. If I have 2, what will be my bin size? If my bin count is 2, what will be the bin size?
50.
50. That's all. This way you can create and work. And as marks data is not suitable here for binning purpose, that's why I'm not creating a bin. Getting your point? And go to date related group here. Edit group option. So here, see the options. When you choose size of the bin, then it allows you to write your own value. And here it allows you ask like 7 days period, 7 hours period, 7 minutes period, 7 months period, 7 years period. Okay. Year is by default available with the Power BI. It allows and render data on yearly basis. But here, you're not looking at the year level. It is like 7 years data or every 2 years data like that or every 2 months data. Getting a point? Clear, guys? So with whatever default level that your data gets rendered, either like date, if you choose date like year, quarter, month, day wise, if customer having any specific requirement saying, I want to see my data on weekly basis, then you'll go for creating a group with 7 days. And you create that bin and you use that particular bin to render the data in this way and your table will be rendered this way. And see, you can convert this one to a column bar chart. So column chart. And see here, you can see December 21st, 26th week, this much sales. After that, January 2nd week. After that, after January 2nd, what will the next week is? 7 days, January 9th week. After 9th, 7 days, January 16th week. After 16th, 7 days, January 23rd week. After 23, January 30th week. Clear, guys? Yes, clear?
Yes, sir.
This way we can create groups and bins. Okay, very important concept, guys. Any queries, I'm open to answer. Remember all the options. You have to choose a field, right click and create new group. There it allows you, it will give you all the minimum maximum values and you have to choose bin or list. After that, you can define, if you choose bin, then you can define number of size, bin size to bin count or bin count to bin size. If it is a text column, then you are forced to use list and you can group the data. Okay. Clear, guys?
So for
Considering the
this
importance,
date, by default, is it taking Sunday as the start and Saturday as the end date?
No, I think, let's see. So Sunday, January 1st, it is like possible minimum value which is available with the data. See here, your starting date is 1st January,
Okay.
which is Saturday. And your, as per your data, your last day of sale is 2nd February. And 2nd February is Wednesday. That's all. See here.
But so when we're creating bin size, it took like 29th December, which was a Sunday, and it took till 1st Jan, which was a Saturday. So is it possible for us to change it like starting week as Monday and end as Sunday?
No.
Okay.
Not allowed. So you can verify your date column data. I mean, if any date column, date value that is getting rendered as part of your maximum value field, which is not available in our data, then you have to verify your source data. Maybe there can be some possible errors with the slashes, month slash year or month slash day or day slash month, which is causing that issue. Maybe as per your dot, like we cannot change that week period. See, as per our calendar, it is getting shown this way. And this is Microsoft product, right? So it follows the same thing.
Okay.
Clear, guys, everyone? If clear, I'll conclude this session.
Sir,
Yeah.
when we group as a bin, sir, for the particular data, again, if some other data is added to the actual data, then can we group that?
So either we can go with, see, if you choose a group option, we are having other section here. See here, others.
Yes.
Okay. If any value which is not falling in any of the group condition criteria, that value will be default added to others.
Others.
And you can, at any point of time, if you want to switch them to any of the group, you can select that other and you can ungroup. And see here, toppers I am selecting, I'm ungrouping. Okay. And I'm selecting 92 to 95. Only after 95, I'll treat them as merit students. If I want to move them, I can move them to distinction. I think it is allowed to do that. And you have to ungroup this one as well. And then you have to ungroup this one as well. And selecting 76 to 97 as a distinction group. And then these things can be added to category, toppers category, toppers group.
Okay.
With numerics, you won't get such a scenario like 1 to 100, like with a marks value like this. But if it is data, then there is a possibility, like text data, then there is a possibility. That's why we have to check this option always on, include others too. So that any value, any text value that is coming, which is not falling of any of the groups that we created, that will by default gets added to other group. That's the purpose of other group. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So fine, guys. I'll share the recording in our groups. Okay. So next session
Oh.
will be on Monday. Yeah, tell me.
So I had few questions regarding Power BI opening. So can I check with you now?
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
So actually, I just wanted to know, like, what are the package that is being offered for Power BI resources?
So if you're a fresher, then there is a possibility to get like within 4 to 6 lakhs range.
Okay.
That depends on the company.
Mm-hmm.
Few companies offering like 6 to 8 lakhs range also for freshers. And
Okay.
if you're having like some 2 to 3 years experience, you can expect a double digit package.
Okay. So sir, this double digit, like, what would be the max limits? Actually, I'm checking for my friend. She has like 20 years of experience, but it was more
20
of
years. 20.
yeah, 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So is it possible to get package of 25, 26 lakh for that experience?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not only
Because
with Power BI.
that is possible.
Okay.
So they have to learn some other business intelligence technology, something like MSBA. Let's suppose MSBA is standalone ETL kind of solution,
Okay.
which can be learned along with Power BI. And
Okay.
if you need premium packages, then always learn a new technology which is associated with cloud. Okay.
Okay.
So here MSBA is um, Azure Data Factory is cloud version of MSBA. You can say. So we're having Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. So this is cloud version of MSBA. You know MSBA, then it is very easy to learn Azure Data Factory. And having this cloud ETL and having knowledge on Power BI, then you are a valued asset. You can demand.
Okay, so we need all these three skills. Otherwise, only with Power BI and SQL, it is not possible to get that package.
Premium packages are not allowed.
Okay.
But you can get into market, IT side,
Mm-hmm.
but not like 25 lakhs like that.
Okay, sir. Just wanted to check that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys, then. See you on Monday session. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.